Hello, thanks for joining me for Second Samuel in Summer. Today is Tuesday, June 15th, and this is the 15th chapter of the second book of Samuel. It is really becoming like Game of Thrones on HBO. What we have here is a usurper in Absalom. So Absalom's just been invited back into the good graces of his father, King David, after he killed his brother Amnon for the rape of his sister Tamar. And he's done his time in exile and he'd like to come back to the city. So Absalom's standing outside the gate. He's invited back at court by the king. And so he's taking advantage of being in that presence to usurp his father. And essentially, he's looking the gift horse of his father's forgiveness in the mouth. And it says that Absalom stole the hearts of the people of Israel because he stood out there and said, "Oh, what are you here to adjudicate?" And he would say, "Oh, that we can't help you today, but only if I would had been the judge, things would be better." And he's sort of like politicking at the gate there. So he's heading everybody off before they even get to David. He tries to convince them that David's no good. And then he convinces his father David that he should be installed at Hebron, which is the traditional capital of Judah. And so he goes to Hebron. He gets David's blessing for that. He goes to Hebron, and then he claims to all the people that are with him, that are just, he's gathering all these people. When you hear the trumpet blow, know that I am now the king of Hebron. So he wants to be king of Hebron, and another step to the throne of Israel. See, it's like Game of Thrones. That's just how it is, the king in the north and the king in the south and the king of this or the king of that, the king of the ironborn. So he entreats. This is what happens. David learns of this plot to usurp him, learns that Absalom has amassed a great army, and flees Jerusalem. He flees the city and he crosses one of the wadis to go. He's basically on the west bank of the Jordan. He's left, and all these people have gone with him, and everybody's crying and wailing. And David's over there. He learns that Absalom's advisor, whose name is Ahithophel, is Absalom's advisor. And then he prays out loud that this man would advise him foolishness. And then he gets an idea. He calls his friend Hushai, who is this another foreigner, but like a guy in his court. He's been an advisor to him. He calls Hushai, says, "Hushai, I'm not going to bring you with me where I'm going, but I need you to go back to Jerusalem. And I want you to offer yourself as an advisor to Absalom when he takes over, when he enters Jerusalem. And instead of having Ahithophel as the advisor, it's going to be you. And you can do more good for me as what the Game of Thrones might call the hand of the king, the person who's an advisor to the king on the inside inner circle. You could do more help to me as like a spy or a loyal person to me, and then pretend like you want to help and serve Absalom like you served me." And so that is David's plan to get back at Absalom for this basically insurgents, is what happens. So that's how the chapter ends. So Hushai, David's friend, came into the city just as Absalom was entering Jerusalem. So Hushai returns, Absalom enters, and hopefully we'll see later that this works. I don't, but hopefully we will see that it works. And that's the chapter for chapter 15. I hope you have a beautiful day.